Lamborghini Huracan, you know, 610 horsepower stock, quarter mile under 11 seconds. Well, my buddy Brian, he decided that that just wasn't quite enough. So he got the ECU tuned, which bumped up the horsepower to around 650, and yet that still wasn't quite sufficient. So he took the car up to make some models, bought the new VF Engineering Supercharger kit. This baby is now pushing around 820 horsepower. It has a new GMG exhaust. And today is my lucky day because Brian has offered to take me on a ride in this car. I hope I survive. It has the Vorsteiner kit that looks so good. The front splitter, the carbon side skirt, the carbon wing. This is by far and away the best wing on the Huracan. Yeah, let's do it. So before Brian and I both need neck surgery, I thought I'd talk about some of the basics of this Huracan. So the VF Engineering Supercharger kit, the Supercharger is 32 grand, and then the GMG exhaust was about 4 or 5 grand. There's around 60 hours of labor as well up in Makes and Models. Out the door, about $45,000. But I think it was totally worth it. This car has been completely transformed. I rode in this Huracan, you know, several months ago, and it was a monster, but now it is a whole new level. Now, inevitably, I know there's gonna be comments in the video. It sounds so good. There's gonna be comments inevitably. Why am I not buying a Huracan? I would love to, but I can't afford it. But luckily, I get to ride in Brian's. I mean, it's so cool to see the interior on this car. You know, the Gallardo has such an Audi influence, whereas the Huracan is so Lamborghini. I love the gauges right there. That sound. Sorry. Wow. 'Can't get over the sound of this car. It sounds like a UFO is like beaming a civilian up into the sky. That supercharger, the whine is so good. So this car does 0 to 60 in 2.2 seconds. 0 to 100 miles an hour in 5 seconds. How insane is that? We should have done launch control. 800 horsepower Lamborghini Huracan. We really have no other option. We have to do launch control. I got the GoPro set up right there for the exhaust footage. These people up here are ruining our video. They're collecting rocks. Illegally, I would presume. But they're right in the middle of our stretcher road for launch control. We're done. Alright, let me know when you're ready. Alright, thank you very much for leaving, guys. Hope you got some good rocks. Alright, here we go. We're now gonna put the car into launch control. So we're here in Strata mode, and we're gonna bump it down to Corsa mode. And then ESC off. You can see the warnings that pop up. Launch control has been activated. Here we go.
Now there's a biker down there.
Oh, now there's a biker. All right, 10 minutes later, here we go. Launch control has been activated. Brian's gonna put his left foot on the brake, rev the car up to 4,500, and then let off. Here we go. That never gets old. That never gets old. I think I might have tweaked my neck. That was insane. You could feel the rear tires spinning, and then when it got traction, just takes off like a rocket ship.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was so, wow.
That was pretty fast. I didn't even see how quick we got to see.
Wow, GMG. I gotta give you guys a call. Hook me up for the Gallardo. That sounds amazing.
Dude, that thing's hot.
Oh yeah. The sheer speed of that supercharged Huracan is unparalleled. Wow. We're gonna try, so don't hold me to this, guys. We're gonna try to get a McLaren 650 to run against that Huracan in a quarter mile. I just wanna see how those cars compare. I mean, I rode in my buddy Johnny's 650, and I mean, both those cars, they just throw you back in the seat and you're just like embedded in the seat and you can't move. It's crazy the power numbers these cars are pulling. So we're gonna try to do that, try to get the cars in a quarter mile. I'll probably show up in the vintage Gallardo as well, just to show you guys how slow my car really is. But wow, I think what's so cool about the supercharger kit is that in relative terms, it's kind of just a bolt-on. I mean, it's more than just that. It's much more extensive than that. But if you compare it to a twin turbo kit on a Gallardo, I mean, with that setup, with the twin turbo, I'd have to say bye to my car for 3 or 4 months, whereas the supercharger, it's 3 or 4 weeks. And the power numbers they're right there along with a twin turbo kit. Wow. Speaking of that Gallardo, you guys are probably interested in checking it out. So let's go check out the wrap, see how it's going. I'm headed out of town for the next couple days, but I want to give you guys a quick update on where I am at with wrapping the Gallardo. So, dun dun dun! The car is still orange. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that, but it was pretty fun. So, still waiting for the paint protection film to arrive. It should be here maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. But I couldn't wait to start wrapping the car, so we started at the back end. But because of the current state of the vehicle, I can't drive it outside. And because of the way this color pops underneath the sun, when I reveal the color, I want it to be outside. So I'm gonna have to desaturate. Let's go take a look at what I've done so far, or what Clayton's done so far. I've just stood around like an idiot, but yeah, let's go check it out. The taillights have been removed, as well as these vent covers, and then we've wrapped the rear deck lid. You can see the spoiler has been taken off. There's the taillights right there. And then I'm going to attempt to open this up. You can see the plastic cover that's right there. And then we have this awesome blanket, just so that if any washers or bolts or whatever are dropped, it doesn't go down into the engine bay. But taking the rear spoiler off was a pretty extensive project. Took quite a bit longer than expected, but yeah, it's coming together. The color, oh, guys, the color looks phenomenal. I'm so excited to show it to you guys. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down before I break anything. That was Clayton's work right there. Here's the spoiler right here. We have not yet wrapped this piece. Definitely gonna be one of the most difficult pieces. You can see the third brake light right there. Taking this off the car was painstaking, to say the least, but it's gonna be so difficult because of this hump right here for where the backup camera is. But that'll be the next part of the project, is wrapping that and then reinstalling. And then the big reveal will be coming up. I apologize, but I just want to show you guys the color under the sun, because here in this sort of darkly lit garage, it doesn't show the color. And this color, oh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited to have this car wrapped. Well, I have been defeated. I have been conquered. The Audi has won. So I'm headed down to Salt Lake City. Gonna go meet the tow truck driver. I have failed.